my crafty friends. How is everyone doing today? Welcome to my channel. This is Sheree and my channel is Turquoise Dreaming, so I'm so glad you're here. I'm here to do a flip through of a little golden book Christmas journal. So this is it here, and I have a goodie pack to go along with it all ready to go. Let me just show you it's kind of like the last two pretty much, except that I put a few extra things in here because the person that is getting this journal, they asked me actually a month or so ago, before I even started making Christmas journals. I was still making my fall and Halloween journals about making a Christmas journal. And then when I showed the little golden books, they picked out this one right here. And I said in that video, if you're one you want, let me know and I will work on that one first. So that's exactly what I did. So I'm not going to show the goodie pack except for this right here to show you like it's similar and it's pretty thick and there's a lot of goodies in there. And let's see, I put some extra goodies in there because this person did not want a tassel. So some of the things they didn't want a tassel, and they wanted the cover left as is, no additions. So, and I tried to, do what they asked and suggested. It wasn't anything like a custom journal or anything. It's just like they told me some things they like a month ago, and it was things I use anyway. So it wasn't like, custom or anything. But some of the things they, said that they like are like vintage gift wrap, everything vintage, Christmas cards, postcards, like prayer cards or holy cards, and then Ideals magazines. Of course, I use all this kind of stuff anyway. And original Christmas ephemera, which I usually don't use digitals unless I have some left over from my design team days, which was a couple years ago. And I also just got just because I wanted to have some fun with it, a KB and Friends digital kit. I just wanted to have some fun with that, but none of the digital stuff's in here because they didn't want any of that. So anyway, let me show you. This is the front cover. This is the oldest little golden book I have out of the ones I showed. I think it's 1953. The title page and the whole book is in here. And so that, the person will be able to remind themselves as to what year it is from. And I think that's, if I remember right, I could be remembering wrong, but this is the journals. I'm making the Christmas journals out of the little golden books and turning the spine sideways for the spine and, sewing the signatures through that new turned in spine. And this one in particular, so they didn't want anything on the cover, and so I wasn't going to put any trims here, but being that this is, there was quite a bit of wear on here, and this just had some wear on here that I felt like I couldn't leave exposed, if you know what I mean. I just felt like if I didn't do something, I wouldn't be doing my job in making a journal, especially since somebody's already getting this one, or even if I was putting it just in my shop for whoever wanted it, I wouldn't feel like I was doing my job as a journal maker if I didn't reinforce this right here. Because some of them, I've never had it where I needed to reinforce that, but this one needed it because I guess because it's more worn and older. So I just put a little to match the red, since this is a majority of red here on the cover. I just took a little strip of red, solid red fabric so it would blend in. It's not going to stand out like if I put a trim of gold stars or something, which I would totally do, but didn't do it. I just put this little strip of red here to reinforce, and I made it as thin as I could. So I believe it, blends in really well. Here's the edge of the sides where it, almost looks like a continuation of the cover. And the back too. Both covers, back and front, needed that reinforcement badly, I think. Now, it wouldn't have come apart or anything because I have the inside very well reinforced also, but I just felt like I had to do that. And then a little explanation or a description of the closure. So I've done closures where, you put a little ribbon here and you tie it on the side. But I wanted to try something that I thought of, and so what I did was they just wanted a simple ribbon, and simple was one thing they, you know, said they wanted simple. So they wanted a simple ribbon closure. So instead of sewing this or putting the ribbons through the eyelet, I actually put the ribbon under the eyelet. So what I did was poke a hole with my crocodile through the ribbon, and then poke a hole through the cover with my crocodile, and then I put the ribbon with the hole in it under there, and so it's through the ribbon and the cover, if that, hopefully that makes sense. But it's nice and solid, and I wanted it that way because I didn't want to put it on the inside, because the inside of an eyelet is, you know, this has got a nice solid frame around the say the top or the out, you know, front or whatever you want to call it, of the eyelet. And the back does have a little piece that folds down and grabs the inside, but it's not as big as the top or the outside or the front or whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? So it's on there, and the hole that I made was through the fabric. It didn't go off the sides or anything, so there's no, like, you know, like torn part on the sides or anything. It's a solid hole through the middle with fabric, you know, a little bit of fabric on each side. So it's a nice solid, I think, way to do that. And so it's just a little different, something I never did before. And I think I had been kind of thinking of it back into my mind once in a while, but I never tried it. So I did on this one, because the last one I sewed and I had buttons. I put buttons over it, which is perfectly fine and cute, but I didn't know if this person would want a button. So that's why it motivated me to stretch and challenge myself a little bit more to try the eyelet finally, right? So now we're going to go on the inside. So again, remember, simple and vintage is what this person wanted. So I did put some vintage ephemera in here that was just vintage ephemera that I've collected and had. And so, like, this is a tag that I got somewhere, like at a thrift store or wherever. And it's old. I don't know. It doesn't have any type of date on here, but they can decorate it if they want. But it is in here as a piece of vintage ephemera. Most of the vintage ephemera is Christmassy, but I thought they might like some pieces that maybe weren't Christmassy too, just vintage ephemera. So one thing they wanted too was they like the fold out pages that I make. So I did make some fold out pages. This one is this scrapbook paper here, cardstock. And then I have another piece kind of Franken-paged on here as a nice large, I don't think I can even get in the camera, fold out. And then I have a little, all the ephemera pretty much is in a pocket or clipped on. And again, I put some decorated paper clips here, in which they can take off if they don't want, when they're replaced with regular paper clips. But let me tell you that I had twice as many on here, and I thought twice about it. I thought, oh, they're not going to like that, you know, twice as many of these decorated paper clips. So I did take like half of them off and put just regular paper clips on there. So I did my best to adhere to not really their, you know, like I said, it's not a custom journal, but as to the things that I think they would like. So on to the next page. So stationery here, like computer stationery, Christmas with the holly. And then this is another vintage piece of ephemera that I've had. It's like a postcard book, but it's paper. And it just opens up. You see, you're supposed to mail this. I guess you're supposed to buy this when you're traveling somewhere, wherever, in another country, or in, you know, even if you're in the United States and they have postcards wherever, in a gift shop or wherever. And so this is a papery one. See, it says via AEREA, area or whatever. And that may be Spanish, I don't know. But anyway, you're supposed to mail this, and you can see the kind of border. Really cool little piece of ephemera here. And so it's like postcards, but paper. So here's one here, and then it kind of folds out. See, and so you're supposed to mail that to someone, maybe write some notes in here, and then fold it up. and put an address and a stamp on there and mail it. And I don't know how old it is. I don't know if there's a date on here anywhere, but that is there for this person. And then here's the title page I was talking about with the date. Oh, right there it says 1976, so it's not as old as I thought. But still, it was quite worn, like I said, and one of the older ones that I have here. And it's the one they chose, so I made, if you saw my video where I worked on using negatives, those negatives are, I believe they're all vintage. So anyway, I did use some of those in here. I went ahead, during the video, the negative video, I did put this one in here. And it's got a little 2 for 25 cents and a little bell here hanging on a bulb pin. And then I did, one of the things I read to you just now on the list of things that they like are vintage gift wrap. So I took a couple pieces actually that I got in Happy Mail. I received them in Happy Mail last year. Very, very beautiful. And I think this is one of them. I took them and backed them on, because it was plain on the back, so it wasn't covering up anything. And plus I wanted it to be stronger. I backed it on some craft colored cardstock here. So this is a piece of, and this has little sparkly bits on it, really beautiful with the angels. And then it's backed with craft cardstock. And so they wanted plenty of vintage postcards and Christmas cards. So this is one of my vintage Christmas cards, probably from, I'm going to guess this is from the 80s or 90s. This little card here. I thought it was super cute with the Santa. And then the envelope. There is an envelope with it. I don't know if it's the one that came with it, but I kind of have mixed up. Some of my envelopes and cards I have kept together, and some of them I kind of mixed up because it's just the way it happened. When I put them away or whatever, as I've used them, they've gotten mixed up. So that's a page. The pages from this book are very beautiful too, as you can see. And this is just a piece of, this has a little kind of like Christmas gnome on it. And this was from a Smash book that I found at a thrift store. And there's a little 1985 vintage calendar page there. This side has lines and this side is blank. And then a paper bag I put in here. And in here are some, I think these are both, if I remember right, they're from a little pack of Christmas goodies like this. Like they look like they're from a card, maybe, and someone took them off a card. And they were in a little bag at a thrift store in Florida that I found last year, not this year, but last year, I believe it was, that I found these in a Florida thrift store. So I put those in here because I think they're really cool. And I thought this person, I put everything in here that I put in here because I thought this person, with this person in mind, that they would like everything I put in here. This is the track Christmas paper, computer paper with the track, and it's Christmassy. And over here is a pocket. In this pocket is one of my book page tags, has writing space on the back, and this is some vintage Christmas wrapping paper that I believe that piece was sent to me in Happy Mail too last year. And here's another tag, really cute. I think I'm still trying to remember what this paper, every time I see this paper, I try to remember what it's from. It may have been, the other night I was thinking about it too. It was like, it's on my brain, like trying to figure out what that's from because I love it so much. And I'm thinking maybe it was from a gift bag, like a paper gift bag. I think that maybe is where it was from. Anyway, on we go. This is a page from this book. Here is a vintage Christmas card, a very beautiful one, Christmas. Put it in here as a page. And then on this side is one of my guest checks that I decorated with some fabric flowers that I cut out of fabric and glued pieces on to gift cards. This is some vintage Christmas music. So I put a page right here. This side is the first Noel, and this side is Hark the Herald Angels Sing. And so here's Ideals magazine, Christmas magazine page. This is a very beautiful and colorful one. And I have a flip out there with a little ornament, little Christmas ornament that I made last year. This is made from like an ice cream top. It has the little piece there that you pull off. You know, if you remember, or I guess they still have those, don't they, in the store? They do at Walmart. I don't know what the lids are like now. I haven't bought any lately. But I remember as a kid at school getting the little ice creams and having a little piece you pull off. Anyway, I made those into ornaments last year. I had some of those and made those into ornaments. So this is the center of this page. So I didn't put the bells like I did on the last two journals that are coming out and kind of flowing over this outside of the journal as almost looking like a tassel on this one. I made the strings shorter, and I put little flat decorations here so that it wouldn't, I actually tried to put bells in here, and it just kind of bulked up this page too much, because usually I have them, like I said, outside, and being inside, and two signatures, it just bulked it up too much. So I took the bells off and put they're little pieces of Tim Holtz ephemera. So as you can see, this is a 25, and this is a little pointy hand. And the way I put them on here is I have a stash of little circles that I've punched out of scraps. These two are cardstock pieces. I have a circle punch that's 1/2 inch, and I just put the string in between, and glued it on there like that. So anyway, they're nice and flat. They're vintagey because they're Tim Holtz, and I think they look really nice. So on we go. Second half of the first signature. So there's a fold out here on this Ideals page. Really another beautiful, colorful winter scene and Christmassy scene from an Ideals magazine. This is a little file folder that I made. I make these little file folders that's made out of Christmas paper. And then, so back half, Joy to the World. This is the back half of that card. And the inside of it, there's the sentiment there. It was never used, this card, but I went ahead and put a pocket here. I made this during the negative film strip video for Junk No More last week. And so here's a little, I made it as a cluster, but then I turned it into this journal. When I put it in here, I decided to use it. I thought it made the perfect little pocket. So I just glued it on 3 sides. There's a little film strip right there. And I put a little tag in it here. A little tag that I had made last year. This is a snowflake stamp I have. So that little tag is in there. On the back is a recipe card. And that is just clipped right there. You can see that's what I'm talking about. Some of the plain paper clips that I just clipped instead of putting a decoration on it. Page from this book. And then this pocket here, this is the computer with paper with the tracks. A tag made from wrapping paper. I had found this shiny wrapping paper last year. Some silver and some purple. And so there's one of the silver. And then this is wrapping paper, made with wrapping paper, the vintage wrapping paper tag. It's, cardstock on the back. And then this is a little tag, to from tag. I just think those are so cute. And then the paper bag. This side I have a journaling card. There's the purple, shiny purple. I made it into a journaling card. And this is also a journaling card with some ephemera that I used. I layered this together with a couple pieces of journaling card paper and a little piece there. So that is in there. This is a little shaker made with, sequins, and I've got some glitter in there. And that's a piece of, there's pink Christmas trees under there. A shaker card, Christmassy. It's sewn around, by the way, with gold thread. Very pretty. Page from the book. Another postcard here with Santa. These I did find at a thrift store a few years ago. I've had these for a few years. I don't think there's a date on here, though. American Greetings. But I thought they were so pretty whenever I found them. And that's that angel wrapping paper. So I've got some envelopes in here, but they're not glued in. So the person can, if they want to do something with them, they can. They can decorate them. They can move them around. They can use them however they wish. In this one, I have a little fold a note here, another piece that I've had for quite a while. Some of these I got a little bit of these in like one package in Happy Mail, and I don't remember which ones, so just in case, I could have got this in Happy Mail, but I have found quite a few of these at thrift stores too. But this little squirrel just reminded me of, like, it's not a Christmas one, but it just, I thought it went together with the Christmas theme very well because it's so cute. And you could Christmas it up if you wanted to, you know, put some Christmas decorations. The idea behind these Christmas journals is for me to give you the base of something you can decorate and do things with, and that's how I've made this one. Next signature, or second signature, and this is a little piece that I got in Happy Mail. It says achievement on it. It's a little certificate, so cute. And then here's another pretty envelope. This one's Christmassy with kind of holly branches on it, as you can see. And in here, what did I put in here? I think this is an ideals page, yeah. This is an ideals page, an extra one. So it's got a little snowy picture here, and then a Christmas Day poem over on this side. And all of my Ideals magazines are vintage. So that was there, I think, like that. Maybe? No, I think it was like this, actually. Yeah, I think it was. Page from the book. Look how pretty those pages are. I love the colors, too. This is computer stationery with, all the computer stationery I've gotten at thrift stores. And it says Merry Christmas there. Another card. And this is actually an invitation Christmas card. An envelope there. And then this is another card, as far as the card I put in as a page as part of the signature. I thought this one was really pretty, this scene. Very, I think, all the cards I put in here and in the gift pack are from thrift stores. None of them, I have bought new ones before too that I have in my stash, but I didn't put any of the new ones in here. But this is kind of embossed a little bit too. It feels like it has a texture. You can kind of see it on the back, or at least I can. I don't know if you can, because it's white. But this little journaling card I made with, these are actually scraps, and I drew little ornaments on there and put little gem type stars on the top of that, but you can write on the back. This is a page from the book. I think I have two pages clipped together here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, yeah. And then this is computer stationery 2 here that has been coffee dyed. You can see the pretty snowy scene there. And then this is one of my charades Christmas game cards I made into a tag. I have it clipped on here with a little tag that I made, a little hanging tag I made. Oh, it's hanging on a bulb pin if I can turn it around, that I made from the Prime catalog. So that was a little owl in the Prime catalog. I backed that onto cardstock. I made it into a little dangle here. Whoops. And there it is. Yeah, now I can show it to you. It came off. Yeah, it's just on here with a little bulb pen just hanging over this paper clip. Let me see if I can get it back on there real quick. There we go. I'll have to fix that later. I put it on backwards, I think. Anyway, I'll fix that later. I'm taking too much time, right? Some more vintage wrapping paper. Christmas wrapping paper. And it is backed with craft cardstock again. Pretty pine cones. Snowy pine cones with berries. And here I put some papers, like I did in the last two. Some of my homemade note paper. And then different colors of paper that can be used to write on and use in a journal. This is an ideals page. I put an ideals page, I think, in the middle of each signature. And so here's one side of it, and in the middle of it. And the strings in the middle of this one have a little, it looks like it came from a calendar these are Tim Holtz pieces though. This one says December 24, and this is another little 25 there. And they're held on the same way with my little 1/2 inch circles glued together. So I put this in here, I clipped it. Here's the other side of the Ideals magazine. A pretty picture of Mary and Jesus, baby Jesus. And then here is, this is actually cut a little ornament, or actually a good size ornament. It's upside down. This is the hook, but I fussy cut this out of a Ideals magazine. And then, you know, I mean, I could have very easily glued it down somewhere, but I clipped it in for the person that's getting this to be able to put it where they want. I mean, if they wanted to turn it and put it right here or in the middle of this page, it would be beautiful anywhere. It's just a really beautiful piece. And then, so we're on the back half of this second signature, wrapping paper, page from the book. Here is the vintage postcards that I just found in Florida that I showed you in my Thrifty Thursday. This is one of those cards. I thought these were so pretty. I found them at a thrift store in Florida this year when I went in October. And then this is that coffee dyed computer stationery page from the book. And then another negative piece, embellishment that I made during my video, Junk No More video, was this right here. And it's a page edge. I call it a page edge decoration, and that's what I did with it. You could have made that into a pocket too and put it down here and made it into a little pocket, but I use it as a page edge. I don't think I said that during the video, the negative video, but I meant to mention that something like that could be a pocket. And I thought of it after the video. I never mentioned a pocket, I don't think. Anyway, this is the back of the card that I showed you earlier. And on this side I have clipped journaling card where I added this is a little sticker. Doesn't he look like he belongs there? Little pink Santa on a pink journaling card. And then the negative belly band that I made during the Junk No More, I put in here. And so I put it here, and behind it I have another little super cute vintage invitation, Christmas invitation. Here's the envelope that goes with it. No date, ambassador cards. Isn't that cute? I love the little pattern on there. And everything about this card right here. It's so cute. So that is right there. And then that is, this is a piece of, this is the back of the computer stationery. You see the buffalo check there. Card from this book, a page from this book. The certificate. And then this is the last page where I have the other fold out that I mentioned. It goes way over here. And so it's franken-paged together with different pieces of scrapbook paper there. Here's the little kind of hinge. And here I have clipped another fussy cut piece from an Ideals magazine. This is not glued on. I think it looks super cute there, right there, if the person that gets this wanted to glue it right there. But if they don't, they can put it wherever they want, any corner of any page, or put it on a tag or something. But it's a little like gift that's wrapped with a card on it, and there's a ribbon going over it. Anyway, I fussy cut that out of Ideals magazine and just clipped it on right there. I think it's so pretty right there, actually. But I didn't glue it down. I behaved myself. And then the last thing here is a pocket on the back cover. And we have a tag made from vintage, some more of the vintage wrapping paper that was given to me and gifted to me last year. And it's backed there on cardstock, as you can see, which is file folder. And I've sewn around this one with red thread. So those were a lot of fun to make. And so that is the journal. I hope you enjoyed this one. I'll be moving on to some other, I'm going to show you real quick too. Actually, I didn't plan on this, but let me show you real quick. The other 4, and I have another one in mind besides these 4 that I have left to make. And I really, really want to do the other one that I have in my head, but I don't know if I'll have time. And like, I could go off and like not do these and do the other one, but I really want to do these too. So let me just show you these again in case somebody wants to claim one. This is Frosty the Snowman. And all of these are, I'll try to tell the years why. This one's 1989, so that's Frosty. And you can see, you know, I did a video where we did all the covers. So if you didn't see that video, it's a few videos, actually a couple weeks back now. But this one is the Animals Christmas Eve. I just thought these were all really cute, would make a really cute Christmas journals, December dailies, whatever you want to call them. And this one is 1970. Well, renewed. This must be is this 2005? It says renewed 2005. So this was not actually vintage. Well, it's going to be vintage in the 2025. So basically it is almost vintage in another, what, month or so. And then this one is Raggedy Ann and Andy Help Santa Claus. This you're seeing the inside, and then here's the outside of that one. Super cute. And so all of these are going to be 2 signatures, just like the one you just saw. And, you know, similar, very similar. This is the Grinch. I love the Grinch, and I'm sure other people do too. So I'm sure some people don't like the Grinch, but I love the Grinch. Who likes Christmas? Super cute, the Grinch. And it has this red spine, so that's going to be cute. But, yeah, and this one's, I put pink to kind of go with, it had the pink and red cover here, so I didn't cover that up because it's so cool. Like I did the other ones were plain, the plain color that Little Golden Books use, but this one was the pink and red. So I did not cover that up. But anyway, if there's one you want, let me know, and I'll start working on that. And then if I have time, I will do the other one. I'm not going to say what it is because you'll be like, I think you would be like, oh, Sheree, hello. You should do that one first. But I want to do these too, so it's a dilemma. It's a crafter's dilemma. So anyway, thank you for watching today. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next video. Have a great day. This will be off to its new owner soon. Oh, I wanted to say, all the 2 signature journals like this are going to be $45 plus shipping. So in case you were wondering, I just thought I'd go ahead and throw it out there. You know, for anybody who hasn't bought a journal from me before or been to my shop, I price them reasonably. I think it's pretty much lower than most others, and so that's what it is. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.